Welcome back to the wacky world of rugby league. Yes, absolutely everything's happening. And in this episode, Nathan Cleary gets knocked out. Cristian T, Shane Flanagan says no more to show me the money. Rabala was in for the Rabbitohs. Tom Tavoyevich out. Taylan May rejects the Tigers at this point, from what I've heard, wanting more money. And Francis Molo, Dolphins contract under siege as the 100k dispute continues. As well as we check out who my tips are for the rest of the round. Thank you very much. I got the Storm first up. Sorry this video is a bit late, but this is the way the cookie crumbles. Let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at what's happening here. Nathan Cleary, yes, the game last night. Nathan Cleary out with an innocuous run tackle with Jerome Hughes. Interesting. But the game itself, it was a bit of a dud game. I started off all right, and then it turned into a bit of a topsy-turvy game. I mean, it was exciting at the end, but was it the greatest spectacle? Not 100% sure. But Brian Toho made it interesting with a couple of late tries. But yes, yeah, you can't be convinced in the Storm after that game. I mean, Nathan Cleary off the field, they should have bolted him, but they didn't. They still won. But the question marks if they are the top dog that everyone's saying. I mean, I'm in that vote thinking they are going to be the top dogs this year, but with that performance there, without Cleary, still danger signs for years there. But obviously, they need to get on a roll. They're the Panthers. They've got to win 3 in the next 5. Is that what we're up to? Yep. 3 in the next 5, so they're not rolling at the moment, but they've generally been around this sort of competition at the moment, so expecting more. Nathan Cleary, expecting to be out for a game. We will see if that happens or not, but if that does happen, pressure is starting to mount on the Panthers for winning this year's competition. But I still expect them to win 3 of the next 5 games, but there will be some pressure on them, especially if they lose another game. They'll be getting up and up on how many games they've got to win in a row. Cristian T, yes, absolutely. Show me the money, honey. Or Shane Flanagan is saying, don't show me the money, mate. Put it away. Well, what does that say for his future? Will he get another contract? Time will tell, but it's absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. How is this guy going 18-6, something like that? Yeah. Oh, I was 8, whatever the score was, 24-12, whatever it was. Started this to go, show me the money after celebrating the first one. Absolute craziness, madness. You've got to be winning, folks. You've got to be winning the game to be showing off like that. I mean, there is different ways to do it if you were doing something else. But yeah, basically, you've got to be absolutely smashing the game, and then you can start showing off doing the coconut, like the Henry Fafili back in the day for the Warriors. They had some of the better ones. Some of the ones these days are pretty boring. Bring back the backflips and then Nathan Blacklock and Anthony Mundine, bring that sort of stuff back. I'd like to see that, but when you're winning a game, not when you're losing a game. That's the way it is. Yeah, Tom Tavoyevich is out, which was no surprise. Will mainly win, we will see. Rabawala comes straight in for the Rabbitohs. No mucking around here. You need to come in. They need the best out of them. Taylan May apparently rejects the West Tigers and his other team circle over money. Obviously, money is the issue with the Tigers now, with Jerome Luai, and they'll be pushing to get Lachlan Galvin. They already have Taruva, probably on overs as well. And you already got Skelton. Maybe Skelton will go to the centres with Adam Dewey or whatever, or Adam Dewey gets released. So I think that's where they're looking at. But Taylan May could go to the centres too. So watch the space on where Taylan May ends up. Where will he end up? I mean, let's talk about, honestly, if we're looking at where Taylan May could go. This is where I wanted to say could go. Roosters won't go there. Roosters don't like players of his ilk, so I can't see him going there. Rabbitohs, yep, potentially. I mean, if it's a money's game, it'll be the times like Dolphins, whether he wants to go north that way. Queensland, North Queensland could do with him. Gold Coast Titans, you could argue, could do with him as well. But I can't really see him going to Queensland. From the Sydney teams, West Tigers looked obvious. would Penrith go back there after sacking him? I don't think so. Yeah, interesting. The Bulldogs, we'll see. The Bulldogs probably a club they probably may entertain it, but then they had Josh Adokar. Do they want to go that sort of route? Again, we will see. The Storm would be the interesting one for mine. But they already have players there. But Storm could be an interesting upset chance. The Sharkies, would they want to upset what they're doing there? I don't think so. And obviously there's Parramatta as well. Parramatta would be another one. With also Newcastle as well if you want to travel that way. So it'd be interesting to see where he ends up. Whether he can come back to his best, we will see. Molo, yes, Francis Molo. Dealers and tatters, apparently, for the Dolphins over the 100k dispute. I've not been at the club for the trainings and stuff. We will see how that unfolds. I'm sure that'll get sorted out. When they come to agreement of 50k or something, we will see how that rock and rolls. But pretty sad that this is happening in rugby league, but that's rugby league, baby. Yes, now let's just quickly preview the games coming up for the rest of the weekend. Warriors versus the Roosters. Am I going to get my tipping wrong here again and tip against the Warriors again? Is a madness for me to do it? Absolute madness. I'm going to tip against my team again. And people will probably go, what? Yes. I wasn't 100% convinced they were that great against against the Manly. I thought Manly were very bad. We will see how this goes. I mean, I think it's going to be a close game. But the Roosters have normally had the wood on the Warriors in the history, and James Tedesco will be coming here for an ambush. It's going to be an interesting game. There is a few injury concerns to the Roosters. The Warriors should win. I mean, if you're going basically on what we've seen, the Warriors should win. But we will see if that comes to fruition, because we know the Warriors, when they're expected to win, don't necessarily get it done. We will see. Hopefully I'm proven wrong, but I am tipping the Roosters. Brisbane Cowboys, I'm scratching my head with this one because Cowboys could get the bounce back factor. But I am going for Brisbane at home. And I'm going to go Brisbane by 13 plus. I think Brisbane are going to be too good in that game. And Todd Payton will be under serious pressure for his job if it continues to go bad. Sharks versus South. This is an interesting game. Both similar sort of style teams. But I still think Sharks win. Sharks just Mr. Consistent. This will be a good game to see where the Rabbitohs are at as well. If the Rabbitohs can beat the Sharks, then you're starting to say Rabbitohs are potentially a top 4 team. That's how big this game is for the Rabbits. It should be a good game, but I'm going for the Sharks at home. Dolphins, West Tigers. This is really scratching my head on what's going to happen here. West Tigers on paper should win, but I just got this feeling the Dolphins are ready for the bounce back factor. I could be absolutely wrong. I'd expect the West Tigers to win, but this is rugby league. I've got to go. I want Dolphins at home for me, and Dolphins get the win there. Titans versus Newcastle. This is absolute, I don't know, rocks and diamonds game. Absolutely. Because the Titans can just come out and blitz the team if they want to, or they could get absolutely smashed. But I'm going to go for Newcastle. Just the Kalen Ponga's playing too good. And if Ponga turns up with the same sort of football, they win. But this is one that really is a tough one. Parramatta versus Canterbury. This is an interesting one. No Burton, no Kikau. Parramatta trying to get all that car potentially playing. Yes, this is when I'm starting to get into the scratchy. But my confidence in Parramatta is shot. And I'm going to go for Canterbury. I just think Canterbury continue on their winning way. Manly versus the Raiders. Wow. No Turbo, but Manly at home. Raiders have been very, very impressive. I'm going to say the Rocks and Diamonds and Manly is going to continue, and they will be Diamonds this week, and Manly get home just in front of the Raiders. Well, anyway, that's the Barry Charles Footy Show for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel. And we will be back here each and every week with a couple of videos a week, giving you all the things about rugby league, baby. Yes, have an awesome day out there.